It is thought that to live well, we need a large house, with many square feet. But due to the high market prices, and the rushed life that we have at the moment, it is becoming increasingly clear that we can have a nice life, in small apartments. The Architectural Digest magazine, which is known as the International Design Authority, shows us how in these 3 small apartments you can live very well and with great style. Let's start with the biggest of them, and don't miss the last one, it's really crazy. Courtyard apartment of 180 square feet. MMNK Agency. The clever architecture of this small apartment makes the most of natural light with neutral materials and tones. The apartment is a ground floor at the end of a patio and has 3 levels. It is characterized by a complex structure of interlocking volumes and very little natural light. The work consisted of overcoming the limitations of this unusual configuration and finding practical and aesthetic solutions. The apartment would be a temporary home for the use of 4 brothers living abroad, and the issue of light was an important factor in the design of the project. The light comes from a glass door, a window in the kitchen, and finally, from a skylight located at the level of the stairs/corridor that leads to the living room. These 3 openings completely guide the layout of the apartment. The centerpiece of the arrangement of these irregular volumes is a staircase treated as a sculptural piece that houses cabinets and storage space on the ground floor and winds up to meet the bedroom. The room and its separation by a linen curtain allows for a more intimate space if required. The walls are made of natural lime, which creates a nice texture effect. The floor is made of Mortex, a low-polluting material. Natural light is maximized by working with materials and pigments such as lime applied to the walls, which provides a texture that vibrates with the light. Warmth is added to the chalky environment with the tones of the different types of wood, including the furniture and the staircase, whose panels function to structure the space. The stone walls of the kitchen are revealed, and the floor is covered with Mortex, a material that looks like waxed cement but is lime-based, and therefore much less polluting and healthier. The colors were worked tone on tone with very few elements, wood, stone, beams, some of which have been sanded and painted white as in the bedroom to allow the space to look cleaner and more spacious. A mixture of some old elements, as well as more recent contemporary design elements, such as Marcel Breuer chairs, complete the environment to make it feel enveloping, serene and warm. Apartment of photography of 145 square feet. Haju Agency. This small apartment was the result of remodeling a shared apartment. What is now the living room had previously been divided in 2 to create a second bedroom, while the bedroom had been divided in 2 to create a bathroom, and lastly, the current bathroom had been a kitchen. The needs of the current owners, a couple of photographers, only contemplated a bedroom, so the idea arose of creating a large room with a kitchen, creating a large bathroom and expanding the bedroom a bit. An attempt was made to keep the volumes as they were, therefore, the bathroom took the place of the old kitchen and, in the bedroom, the limits of the old bathroom made it possible to create an alcove as a small cocoon for the bed. In the new room, the kitchen is located on the wall opposite the library of the living room, which frames the fireplace. In the hall, the wall of the bathroom was rounded to facilitate circulation to the bedroom, while the corridor of the former bedroom was replaced with a large closet on the entrance side and a work area on the dining room side. In the living room, a custom-made bookcase integrates shelves and base units around the beige fireplace. The play of materials and tone-on-tone continues in the dining room/kitchen, with the ceiling painted in earthy brown. In the kitchen, a walnut shelving unit stands out, and below, IKEA kitchen cabinets and a terrazzo countertop. In front, there is the dining area, around a custom-made table with walnut top and legs plastered with paint, 2 chairs by Marcel Breuer and 1 chair by Olavi Hannanen. The color palette responds to the preference of the owners, who like very muted, neutral and natural colors. Although white and neutral colors are the basis of this design, the color was chosen to create contrasts, delimit spaces and underline an architectural detail. What I find most remarkable about this design is how the living room and dining room are open but delimited by ceilings of different colors. Similarly, the Mediterranean atmosphere in the bedroom with its arched alcove that incorporates a headboard and shelves identical to those in the library, but in painted concrete, and on the wall, graphic-style wallpaper that adds accent to the space. In the bedroom, the separation of spaces is repeated through different ceilings, with a square coffered ceiling in marine plywood for the desk area, where there is a freeform walnut ceiling. A very colorful and cheerful atmosphere is created in the bathroom thanks to a bespoke gloss terracotta cabinet with fluted doors and brass accents on the taps and double wall lamps. Undoubtedly, the solid colors and materials of this small apartment turn your interior into something sensual, relaxing, and exotic. If you want to support the channel and my videos, you can do so by leading your collaboration through PayPal, Patreon, and YouTube Super Thanks. The links will be in the description box. And if you can't make a monetary collaboration, it doesn't matter. You can also support by liking the video, commenting, and sharing it with your friends on your social networks. Apartment with terrace of 110 square feet. Bardin Architect. This small apartment belongs to a couple who live partly in France, partly in Spain, and partly in Germany. Among her wish lists was taking advantage of the terrace, having a bedroom that opened completely to the living room, and also being able to cook and have parties. Therefore, the plan of the small apartment was revised from top to bottom to find an optimal distribution of space through a completely new layout of the rooms. The storage space in the entrance area was used, creating cabinets to place the electrical panel, the washing machine, or another cabinet. There is a high shelf to store scooter helmets and a lower one to sit down and put on your shoes. The hallway leading to the entrance is treated as a lock, allowing for additional storage space above. The studio designed the new circulation of the space, where the bedroom is compacted to the maximum while maintaining hotel standards, such as access to the bed from both sides, full-height storage, and the en-suite bathroom. In the living room, a large bench runs through the windows and incorporates heating, storage, and a passage to the terrace. To take advantage of all the luminosity of this upper floor, white and a very soft green are the colors that dominate. They interact with light oak and touches of terrazzo. The kitchen is marked by a strip of terrazzo that also protects from splashing water. Clean lines and simple features are kept here, and the materials are light wood, terrazzo, and white quartz. The custom-made furniture is white, with few or carefully placed handles and a brass finish. Facing the kitchen, the table is used for eating and working and can accommodate 6 people sitting on the bench at seat height, up to 8 if the terrace table is added. The color, very soft, is introduced with a slightly painted water green, as on the living room wall, where it draws a large rectangle framed in white, like a painting, which is used for the radiator, the black rectangle of the screen television, and another in the corner, which contains a small cactus plant as a pictorial composition. This water green is repeated at the head of the bed, in the bedroom that opens onto the living area thanks to its glass wall, with black metal frames, designed to let light pass into the back of the room, contrasting with the dominant white of the floor. Full-height storage units are punctuated by oak-framed niches. In the bathroom, the shower uses the same glass system as the bedroom, as well as green and terrazzo. Elevated for easy access and clad in long exotic wood beams, this terrace is the finishing touch that gives this ultra-functional, light-filled small apartment its refreshingly relaxed tone. The terrace is made of I-beams, houses a barbecue table and potted plants, and provides valuable outdoor space for a small space, especially in Paris.